step by step how to get fonts and add them to your PixelLab so you can use them for designs. Now firstly, before we begin, you have to make sure that connection is on, and we'll head over to Chrome. So I'm in Chrome right now. So there are a lot of websites where you can get amazing fonts to use on PixelLab. You can get fonts from dafont.com, or you can get fonts from FontSpace. So we're going to head over to FontSpace. It's going to be the first website I'm visiting. So you're going to search in fontspace.com, right? fontspace.com. Head over to Chrome, be searching fontspace.com. Let's click continue. So in fontspace.com we can get any kind of fonts that we need, right? So you can basically get any amount of font that you need. So in the videos that I've been making in the previous tutorials, I've basically been mentioning the names of fonts. There are different names of fonts, right, which we have been using, and students have been asking how can we add these fonts to PixelLab. So if you have a font in mind, a font that you like, right, you can go do your research to check some amazing fonts you like. You can just get the fonts, then you head over to fontspace.com, and you see right over here there's a button that says search for anything. So you're going to search for fonts over here. So let's say for example we want a font. So there's this font I used in my recent tutorial named Sector. So let's say for example you love this font, and you can just search for the font over here and check if it's available. So you type in Sector into the search bar, and you basically hit the search button. Now you're going to be seeing the font Sector just pop up, and we have this button over here to download the font, right? But before we hit download, there's one thing you want to also make sure. So you head over to your Chrome settings. Now I'm using Chrome over here, right? So you head over to your Chrome. So we have the settings tab over here. You want to know the location where Chrome saves your downloads, right? You want to get the location. So you head over to Chrome settings and over to downloads over here. I'm going to check the location. So here we are. So we have download location. You're going to tap that. So they're going to give you a choice. Do you want to save it to your downloads, or you want to save it to your SD card, or there might be a lot of choice for you. So you're going to choose SD card, or anywhere that you have space. So I'll just choose SD card here, and observe the location. It's located in SD card under the Android folder, data, com.android.com files download. So we're going to head over to Chrome files to get them, right? So this is where it's located, but it's not useful because we can just search it out using our file manager. But just know where it's located, if it's in the SD card or if your downloads is going to your internal storage. So after we're done with that, we'll continue with our download. So we're going to click the download button over here. So basically what it does when we click the download button, the reason I love this site very much, why I visit it a lot to get fonts. If you click the download button, if you have a strong internet connection, the download is basically going to begin immediately. So you see it over there, my download has successfully downloaded. So you see it over there, Sector font zip downloaded. Now without even opening an account, right, I've completed my download, right? So there are a lot of fonts present here. So basically in the tutorials, or if you want to design, you can research fonts that you like, or I might say in the tutorials, oh, the name of this font is Dafont, Babapo, any of the stuff. Then you're going to head over to FontSpace and you're going to get your font downloaded. So I've downloaded the font now. Title of the font Sector, and we have this tick button over here that says Sector font zip download complete, right? So you can search any font here of your choice, but we're going to be done with that. So the next site we're going to be heading to for font is one of the most famous sites. We have Dafont. We have dafont.com. So I'm going to click enter. So we started dafont.com. So it's a very popular site where a lot of people go get fonts from, mainly people using it for their Corel Draw or Photoshop or Pixel. It doesn't really matter. You can get fonts from anywhere and it works in any tool, whether you're using PixelLab or Photoshop. So this is the font website, right? A lot of people love it and it's nice. You can get a lot of fonts here. They have a very large collection of fonts. And one powerful thing about this, the font can be grouped into collections. So also you can come over here and just search for Christmas designs. You can see old school. So over here you can see a lot of different categories, right? Or collections. So you can just choose, oh, I want to go with, let me say, old school, this old school fonts. When you click that, they're going to show you the categories under old school. So you see all these fonts under old school, right? So we have this university. I think this is the font used for BYU and Harvard University. So if you want to download this, just click on the download button over here. That's good. That load has begun, and immediately it has entered our phone. So the phone.com is also a very powerful website. You're going to choose. So now we have two websites. The two fonts. The first font we downloaded from Fortspace is named Sector, and this one is also named University. So the other website download font, but this font space, which is my personal favorite, and Darfor.com, which is one of the most popular sites, are just basically both places where you can get font from. You can also log in and register if you want to, but not basically necessary. So now we have our font. So the next thing we want to do, we want to unzip our fonts and add them to PixelLab. Right, to get our font, I'm going to go over to our file manager. So I'm using ZArchiver as my file manager. Now if you don't have ZArchiver installed, go over to your Play Store, App Store and search in ZArchiver. Then I'm going to click on the first app that pops up, right? So you see sign over here. So ZArchiver, right? It's a very powerful tool because I'm going to be extracting these files. So right now we're located in my internal storage. So I'm going to tap this button over here to choose to go over to my SD card, because if you recall, we set our downloads to go to our SD card, right, to our external storage, not to our internal storage. So right over in my external storage, right, where we choose. So we remember the position of where we located our fonts, but if we don't remember, there's no issue. We can just easily search this over here. So the first font we installed was Sector, so we'll just search this over here, Sector. I will click go. So what the archiver is going to do is going to search for the Sector font. Oh, nice. Leaves it over here, Sector font.zip. Now, one basic tool why the archiver is mainly popular and very powerful also, I admit, is due to the fact that it can basically do a work of a PC, of a PC file manager. So you can extract zip files. So if I want to extract this, so we have this one that we installed. There are two because I have a previous folder, so I'm going to tap it. So also you see the option of extract over here, right? So it's in the zip folder. You have to tap it and extract it. So we hit extract. Now I'm going to ask you where do you want to extract it to. So you're going to choose a folder you're going to keep the font in. Now they're asking us where we want to extract it to, where do you want to extract it to, right? So you're going to keep a folder where you can extract it to. So I advise you what you want to do, you want to create a new folder so that you can store all your fonts inside there. So just create a new folder by hitting the plus icon and just type in, you just type in something like my font, right? My fonts. Click OK. So to create new folder, you just click the plus icon. Please make sure you're using ZArchiver. So we have my fonts over here. So I'll just hit that extract button now. It's extracting, and look at it over here. We have, here's our font file. We have sector.otf, sector.otf. So this is our font file. So we can also go over to our SD card and search our second font that we did. I'll get from that font. Let's see if it's here. So we have our second font we downloaded was named University. Okay, I did it right here, University 2.zip. We're going to do the same process. We hit it, I'm going to click extract. Now so where we're going to extract it to. We already created a folder for that, for my fonts. So look at the folder over here that I created previously. So I'm going to hit the folder, and when inside our folder, we're going to hit the extract here button. So we hit here, then the font is going to be extracted here successfully. So we have our font here has been decompressed, University font. So that's basically it. So I've successfully been able to install our font. So now let's head over to PixelLab and add our fonts to PixelLab. So our internet connection is on, so PixelLab is going to be showing us a lot of hearts. I put it dot. So this is PixelLab. So this is our default page when we come to PixelLab. So we have this new text over here. So let's say, for example, we want to write something. Let's change. Let's say we want to write something, for example. Let's write something. We click the new text. Let's write something like B Y U. Okay, write something like BYU. Nice and fine over there. So what we want to do, we want to change the font of this BYU. So over on our text section, let's go over to our fonts. Right, good. So we have fonts here. So this font is the default font in PixelLab. My fonts over here, you head over to my fonts to add your fonts. Right, so they give you two options here. You can either add the font file or you can add the folder. Right, let me explain both options. So we created a folder for that. So we want to add a folder, we can click this folder icon. So click this folder icon, and I'm going to show you us our file manager. So if this is not right location, so we have storage emulated. This is not our internal storage. So we're going to search for external storage. So this is the name of my external storage, my SD card. So I'm going to click that. So we have this folder over here that we created previously in ZArchiver. You remember my fonts. So when we hit it, so I'm going to see our font is present. Then I'm going to click this button, add directory. Add directory. When you click add directory, voila, our font has appeared here. So we have the sector font and the university font. Right? So I've just added a folder. So if you look up here, you see storage, SD card, my font. So this is in my font folder. So we created a folder. So any font you add now to your my font folder in ZArchiver is going to appear here because I've added the folder. But if you want to add a full folder, I want to add, let's say, just a file, just one font. You're going to click the file, right? So they're going to ask you, oh, what do you want to use to add this? You can choose complete action using ZArchiver. Now you're going to search for the font you want to use. Our font is located in our SD card again. So I'll go over to my font. Now this time around, we're not adding a folder, we're just adding one font, right? Let's add this one, university.otf. So that is it. So the font will be added if you want to add just one font. It's advisable for you to add a folder. As I say, you head over to ZArchiver, create a new folder, name it my font or whatever you want, add your fonts, extracted font into that folder, then you head over to PixelLab. Using the add folder button, add some fonts using this button over there, right? So you use this button, we add the directory and we click add to directory. After I've choose the folder, click add to directory. That is it. So now let's continue with our design. We are done for this, but we have a design waiting for us, BYU. Let's choose this university font for it. Wow, nice. So let me just make this a bit large so you can see it. So I have this here, BYU, right? And I think okay, get it. I think this is basically the university color, BYU, right? So this just looks like the font. So I've successfully added a font to PixelLab and use it on our text. So any font we have, we can use it as much and as long as you want. So don't forget, let me do a quick recap on how to get your fonts. You head over to Chrome. In Chrome, you check your downloads folder. Now you're going to make sure your downloads go to your SD card. Good. So when you have set that, you head over to fontspace.com or dafont.com to get your fonts. If you've head over to dafont.com or fontspace to get your font is going to be downloaded to your SD card. Then you head over to ZArchiver, which if you don't have, you're going to install from your Play Store or App Store. And in ZArchiver, you're going to locate your external storage, your SD card, and search for the particular font that you just downloaded. So it can be anything. You search for the particular font that you just downloaded, and the next step that you're going to do is ZArchiver is going to show you your zip file, right? You're going to click this zip file and hit extract, and extract it to a special folder created just for font, like my font website created. Then I'm going to hit the extract here button over here. When you are done with that, your font is successfully has been installed into a particular folder. And the last thing you want to do, you want to head over to PixelLab. You want to head over to PixelLab, and PixelLab, you want to add a text in PixelLab. So let's delete this. You want to add a text in PixelLab, you can add a text. We're going to edit this text. So any text, so we add a text to PixelLab, and we're going to tap that text and choose a font for it. So head over to our font in the text editor. Don't forget to head over to our font store and go head over to my fonts. Then we'll add the folder over here. We click add folder. Then we search for a directory. So if it's not located here, we're going to hit the back button up here over here. So we're going to show our external storage over here. So right now we are in our external storage. I'm going to look for our folder we created previously. So see our folder here, and you're going to choose the folder you created. And when you're inside the folder, you're going to hit the add directory button. Then your font is going to be added to PixelLab. So that is it. Now you can now use the font as you want to, right? Like this, and use the font as you want to use it. So that's basically it, and you can use to edit your logo and do all manner of wonderful things. Now if you want to learn how to use even your font in more amazing ways, we'll see that and learn that in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you have learned and mastered the art of getting nice fonts and adding them to your PixelLab. Thank you.